Greetings and salutations one and all. Welcome to the night shift. It's a brand spanking new week right here on the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. How you doing? Want to say big ups to each and everyone locked in right now. Those on TuneIn Radio, the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. Those across the pond, One Harmony Radio, top of the morning to you guys over there in the UK. One Harmony Radio crew. King Genius, Queen Genius, big up your status. Those on ClintonLindsay.com, the Foundation Radio Network. Greetings to you. Want to say big ups to those on PEMGTV.com and those locking in on WGLRO, the Donnie Walker Morning Show, the People Station, taking it from Detroit to Denmark and all points in between, from the sheets to the streets. I want to say big ups to excuse me. You see, that's why you should always eat stuff long before you go on a talk show. Big ups to each and everyone locked in right here on the home of the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew, and those who are going to be joining us on Island Worldwide. Big ups to each and every one of you. Thank you. So glad to have you. I couldn't do it without you, and guess what? You have my word. I wouldn't even try.
Thank God. Yeah, step on the dance floor. Show me what you got. Bend your back. My girl, show me skills. Skills, yeah. Show me skills. Skills, yeah. Show me your skills. Skills, yeah. Show me skills. Now put your hand up on your knee. Give me waist.
Kick it off with Rico Suave. It's called Skills.
Yeah, step on the dance floor. Show me what you got. Bend your back. My girl, show me skills. Skills, yeah. Show me skills. Skills, yeah. Show me your skills. Skills, yeah. Show me skills. Now put your hand up on your knee. Give me waist. 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 Show me that to bad. 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 No breather. No take a breather. Breather. No spread your legs, them apart. Hands on your knees. Get ready to start. Hey, you girl, show me skills. Skills, yeah. Show me skills. Skills, yeah. Show me your skills. Skills, yeah. Girl, put your hand on the knee, girl. Hand on the knee, girl. Hey, you girl, give me waist. Give me waist. Give me waist. Girl, step on the dance floor. Show me what you got. Bend your back. My girl, show me skills. Give me them skills. Give me them skills. Give me that skills. Give me that skills. Show me them skills. Show me that skills. Give me that skills. Show me that skills. Give me that skills. Skills, yeah. You got that skills.
The track is called Skills.
Rico Suave says skills for the girl in 2019 Carnival and beyond. I mean, anyway you see me in a carnival, you don't know it's skills for the girl them. Ladies, put your hand on your knee. Give me waist.
He goes by the name Rigo Suave. Not too sure how that work out from his neck of the woods, but it's called Skills. Want to say thank you to each and everyone locked in right now. Those who are jumping in on Facebook Live. Welcome to you. Of course, I want to say thank you to my segment sponsor, Paul C Media Group. When being in the moment is priceless. Give them a call for innovative streaming and recording solutions. 754-999-6020 or check them out on pulseemg.com. They can do everything you see right here on kevinstew.com and so much more. If you have an event that you want to stream live on your own platform, they can take care of that. If you're going to take it a step further and have your own internet broadcasting station, your own internet TV station. Yeah, they can tell you how to do that. Give them a call, 754-999-6020. Check them out at paulcmg.com. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. I want to say thank you to Althea and her Healing Heavenly Hands. Althea SU is a licensed massage therapist that comes to you with her table, her oils, and 20 years of experience. Of course, she comes to you COVID-free and she'd like to leave that way. So if you're in Broad County, North Miami-Dade or South Palm Beach counties, give her a call. She'll come to you and you'll get the hookup. 954-655-9000. Or you can email her at thealater@att.net. That's THEALATER @att.net. Yeah, man, I know that's some on the real body now. Yeah, man, take a breather. I want to say thanks to Reggae Global Entertainment also. Reggae Global will act as your booking agent, take care of your tour management, handle your publishing, trademarks, business registration, music production, marketing and promotion, and more. Give me a call, 954-998-8034. Or check them out online, reggaeglobalentertainment.com. And thanks to GMAT Music Solution that takes care of our musical therapy. They'll take care of your sound, light, and stage and production services, musical equipment, PA systems, audio engineers, DJs, bands, musicians, singers. They bring your events to life. Give them a call, 754-307-GMAC. That's 754-307-4622. Or check them out online, gmatmusicsolutions.com, where you can also do your online shopping. A little one-stop shop. It's Community and Finance Night. So those of you who are about to call your friends and tell your friends and your enemies, and feel free to give them all a call. Those on Facebook Live, welcome. Share. Tell everybody. And don't get too comfortable. Use the link in the description, kevinstew.com, because that is where all the action happens all night. I want to say big ups to those who are already in the stew pot. For those of you wondering, what is a stew pot? It is what we call, what others call a chat room. But because we're fancy over here on kevinstew.com, no, it is not the chat room. It is the stew pot. Now on the line with me tonight for Community and Finance, I have a guy that I hold in high esteem. And I don't know if it can go much higher than how I hold it, you know. But this guy here is special to me personally. And you're hearing me okay, right? Oh, wait. I'm not hearing you through my system. All right, talk again. No, it's not you, you know. Is this connection here? It's not you.
Oh, your connection.
Okay. See then now I hear you. Okay, good. So
Can you hear me now?
loud and clear. So, ladies and gentlemen, this guy here, like I said, I hold in high esteem. And for those of you who know me as a drummer, he's one of the reasons I am still a drummer. Because way back in the day, he heard me playing drums one day and said, Kevin, don't stop. You have a touch, you have a special thing. Just don't stop. Practice. Just keep practicing and don't stop. And to this day, I've been playing drums. And let me see. I had to have been probably about 19 when you said that, if my memory serves me correctly, and it may not. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you the man of the moment. From this moment on, it's really his show. I'm just facilitating it. I didn't give him that memo. So, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Desmond Desi Jones OD. Desi, how you doing, man?
What? Wait a second. You good?
Yes, man. Yes. In
Still
fact,
playing?
I'm better than good right now. I have not stopped. Can I tell you? Up
Oh,
until
that's
this
great.
past Saturday,
Great, man.
I was at my friend's church playing for them. I have not
Yeah?
stopped. Not one
Nice.
bit. I know people
Nice, man.
today
That's
that
good.
that is because of drumming. They said, we became friends because I saw you. Not even that they were listening to me play, but they saw me playing. So apparently it was
Mm-hmm.
a whole experience.
But I tell you, man, that's great, Kevin. Keep it up, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Don't stop.
But with words of inspiration and encouragement from a man like you, yeah, that's a big deal. In the stew pot
Keep
is
stop.
is a is a young lady by the name of Judy Fr. It's the girl from the Institute of Jamaica and from walking New York streets on JTB assignment so long ago. I know you will have forgotten. That's what she put in the stew pot. I I I, I, I don't know, Desi. I hope
I
you
tell
know,
you,
but
no,
I
man.
don't
The
know.
Institute of Jamaica Junior Center. That was the starting point. So,
Mm,
that's where I started Congo drumming, recorder, playing. Yeah, man, that was it. Every Saturday, we used to just go down there, East Street, and
yeah.
just get a chance to play the Congos. Even though I didn't really want to start, I didn't want to play Congos. That was my first love at all.
Oh
But
yeah.
I had an aunt there who forced me to play it because I told her I wanted to play drums.
Mm-hmm.
And she was so glad that they started to teach drums down there that she come and say, Jackie, because them call me Jackie sometimes, or Boom Boom.
Boom
You
boom.
supposed to know that. Right? You supposed to know that. Right? Anyway, she
Yeah.
said, Boom Boom, come, we're going down to Institute of Jamaica, them teaching Congo drums. Them teaching drums. When I went down there, I see these drums that you have to use your hand and hit the drum. And
Mm-hmm.
I said, Aunt Hildred, this is not what I want. I want the drum with the sticks.
Yeah.
This time I was about 9 year old or so. And she said, you're going to learn to play this, because you tell me all along this drum you want to play. So I started to play, I had to learn it, and then I got to love it,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I had a great teacher, Mackie Burnett, a man from Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man started to teach us. It was a group of us.
Yeah.
And we went and we won some festival competition and all that, in drumming. Yeah, man. Miss Verity, Carmen Verity, she was the
Mm-hmm.
lady in charge of the whole project down there. All of us, the kids, we just used
Yeah.
to go there and do painting, recorder, congos. Yeah, man, that was the starting point,
How old
really,
were you?
in
How
the
old were
drumming.
you then?
I think I was about when I started playing recorder when I was 7,
Yeah.
and I started playing Congo drum maybe 8 or 9. Because that place was a place for kids like us downtown who we
Mm-hmm.
don't really have no money for going to music school or nothing like that. And them just put on this program free.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
tell us kids from downtown just go and just play. Because I was born in Rum Lane.
Yeah.
Rum Lane, downtown Kingston, 66 and a half Rum Lane at my house, in my house, not a hospital.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So we're glad now when we see all these kind of things going on for us.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
took advantage of it. And at that same time I was a member of the Salvation Army.
Mm-hmm.
Salvation Army, and that was where I learned to read music and I was playing the trombone in the band.
Yeah. I tell
So
people the
we had a
story.
lot of activity.
I tell
You know
people
the
the
story, right?
story that the man that taught you to play brass was my father figure. The same man that taught me to play to drive, got me my first job at Mutual Life. This was
John,
my father
John,
figure, John
yeah, man.
Mills,
John Mills, yeah,
the
man. He
great
used to call himself Jesus energizes me. Jem. Remember, we
Jem.
used to call him Jem.
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 Yeah, man, Uncle Jem, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
The
Jem
real
died a couple
boss.
years ago.
And some people on Facebook Live um, bigging you up.
What?
Yeah,
Nice,
man.
man.
A young lady,
Nice.
I do believe you know her quite well, Miss Maria Sands.
Oh, I don't know that person. Maria Sands. She used to name Maria Jones. Big sister. Yeah,
um,
man.
Gavin
My
Anthony,
sister.
Gavin Anthony says big ups. Um,
Oh, Gavin.
yeah,
But
man.
wait. Gavin is my godson, you know. Yeah,
Listen,
man.
then me no know,
Gavin is
man.
my godson.
And Jermaine Burnaby. I don't know if you know Jermaine.
Which,
Um,
why the
Jermaine,
names them, you know, can't remember name. My old now,
yeah,
you know, 61.
yeah,
So,
Jermaine. Really? Are them numbers there? Boy, you've been around
yeah,
for a
man.
while, man.
Bro, I tell you, brother, I tell you. So Peaches, I'm my sister, well, Maria San, and Peaches, we call her, right?
Yeah.
And she was part of the recorder group with us down at Institute of Jamaica. All
Mm-hmm.
of us were down there playing. So, she used to play a lot. She used to play other instruments too. But
Mm-hmm.
she kind of looked like such a fall by the wayside. She not into
Yeah.
that again.
She more into dancing to music than playing it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I tell you, she used to play tambourine, the timbrel thing.
Timbrel
You know
group.
about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. She was in the timbrel group and all that. And since she had been in NASA, I hear that she was still playing in the band,
Mm-hmm.
blowing off a cornet or something like that. So,
Can I tell you,
yeah,
I,
man.
I reconnected with Peaches in Chicago.
What? Yeah.
Some had to
Nice.
have been about 11 years ago now because
Yes.
I was working at a core in Chicago and
Mm-hmm.
the group came up to visit and she saw me and
Okay.
she said, Kevin, Penny's son, Kevin.
Kevin turned big man now.
Yeah,
So
man.
bad.
Everybody hear me talk about my mother. So
Mm-hmm.
when I tell stories with people mentioning my mother, they immediately connect.
Yeah, man. Penny.
And Peaches
Yeah,
said
man.
she playing alto horn.
Oh, it's alto on. So, all right. Okay, okay. She couldn't really manage the cornet, so she played alto on.
Careful, careful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I tell
uh,
you, man. But your mom was a good friend of my mom, even though
yeah.
my mother was much older,
Yeah, well,
you know.
remember I used to take her home from church.
Right. So, and she was a great friend of your grandmother,
Yes,
right? And
yes.
as a matter of fact, your uncle and I used to go to school together, St. George's College,
Wayne.
you know. We and McLeod, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go to George's together. So, it's like a family thing.
Yeah, man, because I came up right after, well, several years, but right after and at George's too. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact,
Oh, your George's man too. I
yeah,
never know that. Yeah.
as a matter of
Nice
fact,
one.
I posted a picture on social media this morning of a great dragon slayer, a living legend, who
Mm-hmm.
says to tell you hello, Mr. Keith Lynn.
Oh yes, boss himself, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. He was
Uncle
awarded.
Pete.
He got an award yesterday from
Nice.
the consul general from Jamaica.
Well
The,
deserved.
so that was at an event that we normally do on a Sunday, and
Mm-hmm.
I produced that show, and so he was given some recognition. He got some recognition yesterday, and
Nice,
well
nice.
deserved, of course. And
Well deserved,
yeah,
man.
man.
Keith Lynn, one of the icons of Jamaican music.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and a big Georgian too. So
Yes,
we large.
of course. Yeah, man. Nobody can touch us. What are you talking about?
STGC.
All the way. No,
Right, mom.
Jermaine says he played with you at School for the Blind one time at Karamai years ago.
Well,
I know I did miss that Karamai,
okay.
but Jermaine, when Jermaine first came to Jamaica, he sat beside me. Um, did I move to Tuba? It was a time when I was going between Euphonium and Tuba, and
Oh,
Jermaine could play just about anything.
any instrument.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
officer's child also, and
Like the
coming out of
Allens, right? You
yeah,
know, Peter Allen, Trevor Allen,
Trevor.
Christopher
Yeah,
Allen. Yeah,
yeah,
multi instrumentalist, and yeah, the father was an officer, right?
right. In fact, their father dedicated me as a baby.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Major Allen.
Yep.
Nice.
Now, we could go back to you though, cause it's your show, and
That's me like talk about other people, you know.
yeah.
Me don't like talk about myself.
Wait. So Judy, all right. So Judy says I'm taking her back to the days of jazz in the basement with
Lord
ashes.
man, my God, that's a long time
I
ago.
don't even want to touch that yet
Yeah, we don't
because
reach this yet.
when I was working at Mutual Life, that was like I was like peacock when you
Mm-hmm.
guys were setting up in the basement. I don't even want to touch that yet.
All right, boss. Yeah, man.
Let's continue through the journey. Yeah,
All right.
so
Good.
you're almost hitting double digits. You start learning music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you
What?
know, from the age of 7,
Mm-hmm.
we started to learn recorder, and recorder you had to read the music, you know.
Yeah.
So we started to read from that time. And then when I was in Salvation Army now, and as you know, Jem now used to teach. He really taught me trombone, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's a lot of reading. You just have to, if you're in the band, you have to be able to read. So
No
at a
other way to
young
play in the
age,
Salvation Army.
right,
Yep.
playing in the Salvation Army band, we had to, you know, read. That was trombone. I wasn't playing drums in the army.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I got to play drum was James' brother. Remember Ozzy?
Uncle Ozzy. Yep.
Yeah, all right. Ozzy and I are basically the same age, right? Ozzy and I used to go and march with the girl guides. You know, the
Mm-hmm.
girl guides, Salvation Army girl. They didn't have any snare drummers.
Yeah.
So Ozzy and the two little boy them used to march in front of the girl guides. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then now sometimes in the church when we in choruses and things,
Yeah.
I would maybe play the bass drum and Ozzy would play the snare drum.
That was me
You
and
know?
Richie.
Yeah?
That was
You
me and
what?
Richie.
You see what I'm talking about.
Me and
So
bass,
yeah
Richie and
man.
snare.
Yep, yep. And then now, you know, remember we used to do caroling and all these things, you
Oh
know. So,
yes.
you know, Christmas time you see us out there in the affluent areas, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
playing and getting some money for the poor and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was a nice experience at that time. And my sister Peaches, well, she don't want to talk, you know, but sometimes I have to talk. Listen now. And
Mm-hmm.
Our aunt Hildred used to be a janitor at Ward Theatre, you know, Ward
Yeah.
Theatre downtown. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Peaches and I used to go after school because we used to stay at our house down James Street until our mother came for us. And we used to just go to Ward Theatre and help her sweep out Ward Theatre from
Mm.
top to bottom. That's what we used to
Nice.
do. Our Peaches remember all these things, you know.
Is
You
it?
know, which was so, and it was nice those days. You just know, say, boy, I see you out War Theatre, and then War Theatre used to show movies like
Mm-hmm.
you say on Thursdays,
Yeah.
so we'd get a chance to go and see some of these movies, like you know, the sound of music and them kind of show them.
Yeah.
And then of course, you know, pantomime every
Mm-hmm.
Boxing Day start the 26th
Yep.
of December, and we were always there front and center, but we couldn't afford downstairs or the middle thing, so we
Yeah.
went up to the top. We call it foul roofs. So
Yes.
I so I used to go and join the line from early in the day until my mother and my sister and everybody came, and they will run up those steps to the cheap seats upstairs. But it was
Why?
nice, man. And then you get to hear the orchestra with Marjorie Wiley conducting the orchestra, the pantomime orchestra.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
All of those are just great experiences.
and when Wayne went on to actually be in a few of those pantomimes.
Yeah, man, I know. Yeah, man.
So yeah.
I must tell you, Wayne and I acted in a play at St. George's College when we reached up in fifth form, we were in fifth form, the Mikado. Yeah, man, we acted in the
What you
Mikado, which was,
saying?
a musical.
I
Yeah,
didn't get that
man,
story.
you never know that.
I
I
didn't get
acted
that
as the
story.
Mikado, I was the Mikado.
I giving him a call tomorrow. Watch.
Yeah, man. Make him tell you about the Mikado. The production was between George's Boys and Bulma's Girls. It was a
Nice.
nice production. Yeah, man. Wicked production, man. In fifth form at George.
Nice. So you never strayed anywhere far from entertainment.
No, man, that's what I am all about, Entertainment. Yeah, man. Music.
So
That's it.
so at what point did the actual drum set drumming start?
Okay. Well, we had this little combo. We had this little group at Salvation Army. I
Mm-hmm.
think we used to call it the combo group. So with the Allens. When the Allens parents were stationed there,
Yeah.
they started this little group, and I was the drummer. Jem, same John Mills,
Mm-hmm.
put a little drum kit together for me, and that's when I
Yes.
started to learn. And then now, yeah, we were, where the Central Hall is.
Yeah.
Near to it, we had Randy's record store,
Yeah.
and Horsemouth. You must know Leroy Horsemouth Wallace,
Mm-hmm.
right? He used to come over there and show me few things on the drums. That's why up to this day I call him one of my teachers. Because he used to show
Nice.
me a lot of little funky things, and people like Conroy Cooper from Pop Pipe, who was a keyboard player, but he could play drums too. He
Mm-hmm.
used to come around there and show me one and two things. And the little combo, we started to play. I mean, we were, I guess, one of the first set of people who started to play like pop music in the church in
Mm.
Jamaica, because it was like a pop music kind
Yeah.
of, and a lot of people never did like it still, but
Yeah. Yeah.
this is so separate and apart from the brass band thing.
Right.
And then at the same time now, I had a friend, Michael McFarlane, who started a band in Norman Gardens, and I became the drummer of that little band. The band was called Time Dimension,
Mm.
and a man by the name of Kirk Salmon. He was from the Fabulous Flames. He came back from Canada and renamed the band Tropical Energy. And we started to tour around the island with him. So that's how I built
Nice.
my chops with drum set.
Ah.
And I must mention now at that point, there are two people who were very influential. A drummer called Tony Smith, who used to play in the band, the Titans band.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to just come around there and just play a few little things and show me. But the most influential person was that man called Calvin Mackenzie. I don't know if you have ever heard of him. He used to play with Inner Circle and these people.
Okay.
Calvin Mackenzie he could play anything, jazz, everything.
Mm.
And at the time when I met him, I used to play Congo drum for Cedric Brooks. And Calvin was the man. He was playing trap set, and I learned a lot from Calvin, you know. So, one of my
Nice.
biggest influences.
I
So
can.
that's how the drum set thing started.
Wow. Anybody ask me about my influences, I know I can name you as one of them.
Oh, thank you, man. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, man. So after that, now I started to play Congo drum That's why I say, you see, my aunt Hildred, she was right. She knew what she was doing. She
Mm.
said, "You're going to learn this thing. And you know what? Because of that, I started to play Cedric Brooks, and
See?
that resulted in me playing on my first album, first LP. with the United Africa band, that Cedric Brooks band, playing chop set. Anyway,
Nice.
playing Congo drum now. I went to Eddie Thomas dance group. I was playing congas. I was one of the four drummers, Eddie Thomas dance group. And that's the first time I ever traveled in my life to Miami. That was the first trip. Guzman Philharmonic Hall, downtown Miami. Eddie
Mm.
Thomas dance group. And because of that, again, we got in 1975, we went to Cuba. Michael Manley, we went to Cuba with Michael Manley and the whole entourage. And it was the Eddie Thomas dance group. So I got to travel a lot because of the Congo drum thing. That was even before anybody know me as a drummer playing
Yeah.
drum set,
Right, right.
That's a good part of the journey.
Mm. There's a guy here on Facebook Live, and I'm going to say goodbye to those on Facebook Live. Jump on over to kevinstew.com for the remainder of the broadcast. But there's a guy by the name of Constantine Junior Thompson that's saying big up to you.
Yell them up, man. Yell up Constantine. Yell up
So
Constantine.
you're
Respect.
bringing out some people out of the woodworks tonight, you know.
Oh, Lord. What a thing. Old people like me.
Your sister says, no pretense, my baby brother is a real down to earth guy.
Thank you, sis.
You see, I just love when the siblings come out and talk the things, you know. I had my sister on
Yeah,
this
man.
show a few weeks ago, and I tell everybody I'm the best little brother anybody could have, and she was proof.
Still. That's it.
All right, so
Yeah,
you
boy.
guys on Facebook Live, follow the link, kevinstew.com, jump on over. I'm going to say sayonara to you guys. The show continues on kevinstew.com. All right? It was just a teaser, so don't get too comfortable. kevinstew.com. All right, so where were we now?
We were with like the Eddie Thomas dance group
Right.
thing.
So you
Yeah,
get your first
right.
album recording on Trap Set.
Right. Right. But with the Eddie Thomas thing, what happened now? We went to play for this thing, Carry Festa in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And it so happened that Sonny Bradshaw 7, the band, was down there too on that concert at the festival.
Mm-hmm.
And the drummer that they had at the time, I think he met in an accident, some bike accident, and they were without a drummer. But they were supposed to play two songs, the festival song, first and second for that year, 1976.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, Dean Fraser, who was playing with Sonny Bradshaw at the time,
Yeah.
told Sonny, boy, them have this little youth and them play Congo drum. Well, Dean know me from long time because Dean and my sister Peaches used to go to the same school. But so Dean told Sonny about me. He said, boy, make him see if him can come and help us out. And Sonny said, okay, we don't have no choice. It turned out that the two songs were um, All Night Till Daylight, that is by Jacob Miller,
Yeah.
and Biggie Boot and Bellfoot Pants. Right? And that was the winner. And boy, those two songs were played by Slide On Bar. And in those days, if you were any drummer at all, you had to learn everything that Slide played because Slide played on all the records.
Mm.
And I studied those two songs. And boy, I tell you man, I go play the two songs. Sonny Bradshaw called me like a couple months later and asked if I want the job. So that's how I
Nice.
got my big break now to play trap set in a big band because Sonny Bradshaw at that time, that band was like Byron Lee,
Yeah.
big,
Yep.
big band, dance band, and
Yeah.
show. Yeah, man, so I forgive Dean Fraser a big up, enough respect for that because he kinda nudged me in like.
Right, right, right. So when being on a stage like that, this was you were how old about this time now? Cause this
At
sound like
17 years old, 17.
I was about to say it sound like mid-teens.
17, joined Sonny Brad. That was my first professional gig. That's when I started to get paid to play. professional. I was 17 years old when I joined Sonny Bradshaw band
Weren't you
in
nervous?
1970. Yeah, man, at first, but with people like Dean in the band and everybody rooting for you.
Yeah.
I must tell you, the first day I went to a rehearsal with Sonny Bradshaw. He lived in Harborview, and I had to go to his house for the
Hmm.
rehearsal, and him say, "You see that drum set up there? It was on like a shelf.
Yeah.
Set up the drum set. It was me and him alone. And I set up the drum set, and he started. You know what the man did? The man put on a record, a jazz tune, and said, "Learn the tune. You're going to eat me dinner and come back. Learn this tune."
Wow.
And I sat in the room and go and learn the tune. And he come back and him said, "No man, you not get it yet, man." And he go back same room and I played and I played. It was the first time I was hearing jazz. First time I was kind of attempting jazz.
Yeah.
But his band was really a jazz band, it was a dance band, but I think he just wanted to see what I could do.
Right. Right.
And then him come back and then later on the rest of the band members came in and we started to rehearse the full repertoire of the band. But it was a professional experience. I stayed in that band for about 4 years. We went all over Jamaica, played like almost every week we played like about 4 gigs. Every week we had to wear with uniforms, we had different uniforms and you know we had very disciplined thing. That's one thing Sonny
Nice.
Bradshaw band did for me. Discipline.
Yeah.
If you were late, you got fined. If you
Mm.
wore the wrong uniform, you got fined. So you have to be on time and you have to look good. you know. And in that period, it was such a funny thing because I started to play drum set for Cedric Brooks at that same time, United Africa.
Yeah.
And Cedric Brooks' thing was more like African style thing. And when I look at Cedric and say, what must I play? What beat I must play for this tune? Cedric said, just play what you feel, man. Free up yourself. That you say, so it was that kind of free up thing. At Sonny Bradshaw,
So
it was more of a discipline thing.
so you get
So
you get
get the best
expression.
of both worlds.
You
Yeah.
got you got expression from one and
Yes, and
shaping from
discipline.
one.
Yep, yep, yeah, man. In those times it was easy to get to play with like three, four band, because at that same time I met a man named Mr. Peter Ashburn.
Mm.
He was the man who at that time run everything to do with commercial jingles in Jamaica,
Yeah.
and I used to play on lots of ads, many, many, many ads. And then he was like the musical director for AJ Brown. So we started to back up AJ Brown and his big show, Fashion Chalice,
Mm-hmm.
every year. Yeah, man. And Peter was the man now. He was meticulous in his music. You, as a drummer now, in a rehearsal with him, if you are interested in knowing anything about cards and all these things, you just ask him in the rehearsal and he would stop the rehearsal and explain everything to you. I mean, you're not playing a cardal instrument, you're playing drum,
Yeah.
but he would still explain to you. So it helped me a lot in terms of my arranging, which came on in later years, you know,
Mm.
Peter Ashburn. So he was one of my big teachers. He had three teachers, I always said: Cedric Brooks, Sonny Bradshaw, and Peter Ashburn. My three music teachers. That's how I love to call them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So boy, it was really, that was the years when I really started to learn, really, really learn music for the road.
So for others, for a lot of us who come up in the ranks that play instruments, various instruments, there was usually somebody that we would want to play like or play with. But
Hmm.
you started off pretty much at the top.
Yeah, man. When I got that break in at 17 with Sonny Bradshaw, I mean, start play with so much artists, Benny King, Billy Paul, all of these people. When they came down to Jamaica, they didn't have a band.
Yeah.
Sonny Bradshaw, play with them, the Four Tops, all of these people. So, you get a chance to play with them. Eartha Kitt, she came down and boy, you have to read the music, serious thing, man, at that time. And then with Peter Ashburn now, because he was writing things for plays and musicals and all of that. We
Yeah.
had this thing called Come Home to Jamaica. It was a big production by Tony Gambrill. And Peter Ashburn was the musical director. This featured Miss Lou, and we had to
Mm.
tour. We went on tour in England and all over. With Miss Lou and Oliver was in it, and all of these people. Bobby Gisses was the director. So, that was another aspect of it now, the theatre part of it, which Peter Ashburn introduced me to all of those kind of things.
Nice. But so when you get exposure to all of these people, these top flight, top shelf artists, how do you aspire to go even further up? Because there's nowhere to go but down after something like that.
No, actually, no. Now we're going to talk about the original music now. That is when I left Sonny Bradshaw now, I joined a group called Chalice.
Mm-hmm.
And Chalice now, the original group,
Yeah.
every man in it now get a chance to compose songs and to put things together with their own ideas. Wayne Arman was the leader of the group.
Right.
He still is the leader
Still
of the
is.
group.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, and we used to just do a lot of recording. Well, as a matter of fact, when the band started,
Mm-hmm.
we went down to Arakabesa to live together for about 6 months or so. Just the band just practicing.
Yeah.
We stayed at a house on a hill called Chuchu. We used to call it house Chuchu. And we
Mm.
just practice day and night and until we came out, And that was 1980, was it? Yeah. We came out as Chalice, the band Chalice, and we did Sunsplash and all of these things. But the original music, that was a different dimension now. It was not other people music. It
Right.
was our music. I made up my own drum beats, my own patterns. I composed a couple songs. You know, the main songwriters were Robbie Peart and Wayne Harman.
Mm-hmm.
And like songs like I Still Love You, Wayne wrote, went to number one. A lot of songs. Trevor Roper was one of the lead singers, now
Right.
deceased.
Yes.
But yeah, man, that was like the original thing. Open up your mind now. You're creating. You
Yeah.
know.
So I
But
guess
yeah,
I guess that
man.
is that is that I guess that is the only place that you can go after being with the
Yeah. Well,
greats.
that.
Now is to
Yeah,
create
of
your
course.
own greatness.
Yeah. Yeah. But Chalice was a. We did a fairly good run. We had a fairly good run. Tour in the world. Went to Germany. I mean, whole of Europe.
Yeah.
Tour down the whole of Europe. So, and then now you had people like meeting people like Monty Alexander. Now that is
Mm.
another dimension now where he was doing. He is a jazz player, but he was doing reggae. So he had
Yeah.
like two bands on the stage.
You know,
One set playing jazz. Yeah.
just 2 weeks ago, I
Hmm.
had Carl right where you are
Yes.
right now.
Right. Right. God is his drummer now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We used to do this. This was like years ago. We started this reggae jazz thing. Went to Montreux Festival, all of these things, and I played on about 3 or 4 albums with Monty. And
Nice.
yeah, and we did a lot of tours to Japan, all of these places. So that was another good run.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yes, Gavin. I remember when you went to Germany for a little bit. Gavin, Gavin talking about when he went to live in Germany for a little bit in the chat room
Okay,
here
in the war,
when he was
in
in
the
the
army.
military. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you got to know write some of your own stuff.
Hmm.
I understand the tight how Chalice became as tight as they were, with y'all going
Right.
to spend just this time together.
Practicing. Yeah,
You
man.
know,
Year, months practicing.
yeah, that is
Months practicing.
when you're together with some fellow musicians like that, there's
Mm-hmm.
no way you cannot just gel.
Mm-hmm. Tell you, man. So,
So
um, the other person I must mention
yeah,
that to me is to this day is still like my favorite music to play is a man called Muta Baruka. That
really,
man now I tour with, yeah, man. All right. Before Muta, I formed a band. After Chalice, I formed a band called School.
yes,
Now, School Band is a band that we did a lot of the USA Sunsplash tours.
mm-hmm.
Many of the tours, Japan and USA. But during that time, I met Muta
Yeah,
and started to tour with Muta as well. And boy, I tell you, his music is such, it's like, it's a mixture of rock, jazz, reggae, everything. I mean, he's talking, he's
yeah,
doing his
dub
poetry
poetry, yeah,
and his arrangements behind him.
yes,
Chilla Smith was I think he was the first person who took Muta to the studio and recorded this dub poetry thing.
mm-hmm.
But he had a brother named Liebert Morrison, we call him Gibby. He was the man who arranged a lot of the show, did a lot of the show arrangements for Muta's music, and he taught us the music, the arrangements,
Yes,
and Muta's music up to this day is like my favorite music to play because it has such a mixture of styles.
mm,
It's not just reggae, it's not just
yeah,
jazz, it's not just rock. Mix up. And when you go to Europe with Muta, the first time I went to Europe in Muta, I tried to see how the people reacted to the music because it's like everything just is not one setup, is not one straight genre of music. It's so many different styles, and
right,
they reacted to it. Europeans love music anyway.
uh-huh.
So I had to really mention that Muta. To this day, Muta has a gig. He calls, and
Right,
he's
nice.
more taken up now with his radio program and all of that
Yeah,
and lecturing.
well, radio will do that to you.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about broadcasting, but there's this bug in it that it's just ridiculous the way how it affects you.
Tell you, man. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Now,
Yeah, man.
when you formed school,
Mm-hmm.
along with
When
the
yeah, so
US
when
touring,
I formed it,
yeah,
it was in 1988.
okay, so
Mm.
that was the band that used to go down in the basement.
No, the band in the basement was called the Mutual Jazz Players. That band now was myself, and John Williams
Mm-hmm.
on piano, and Michael Petter on bass, Rupert Bent on guitar, and sometimes Maurice Garden on guitar.
Mm.
That was the group. Now we won many awards, jazz awards and all of that at that time. But that was before school. That was before school. School was the reggae band. It was more reggae. It wasn't
That
the
was
jazz.
before school.
Yeah, man. That the neutral thing was before school. Yeah, neutral jazz.
No, I worked at Mutual Life in the 90s.
Hmm. But remember, everything was going on at the same time. Even though it was before school, it didn't stop.
Right.
It was still going on.
Okay,
We
got
were
you.
still having shows in the basement.
Yeah,
So that's why you'd get a piece of it still
yeah,
because it's like everything overlap. You know,
got you. Someone
and
here.
then now,
I don't want. I want you to remember this. So in the event that
mm,
we move past and go on to other things. A question for you from the studio part. What was the most difficult experience living with all those creative minds in one place? And what was your breakthrough moment where you felt that you guys found the synergy that made you guys such an iconic band? I guess that was when you were
well,
with the
yeah, the
Chalice.
chalice,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, when we were down there, I mean, the main thing was that everybody had their space in terms of like in the morning I would get up and I would just the drum set was in the middle of the hall and everybody bedroom was surrounding it.
Mm.
And I practice and it wake up everybody, but nobody can quarrel. They just have to just keep their mouth shut because that's what we come to do.
Right,
So when
right,
a
right.
man get him separate time to practice, him just practice. And then the band came together and do the rehearsal. They will break for lunch. And then now who want to practice again and play. So it was like a free thing. A man say, well, give a man him space.
Yeah.
And then when you know you're ready, we had given ourselves like you said, 6 months. And we say, well, now is the time to come out. And we were just rehearsing songs to be recorded, you know.
Okay.
So when you know the song sound good now and then we come into Kingston and we record the song. We went to, like we recorded like up a Tough Gang when it was on Hope Road.
Okay.
And one funny story was that we were there one night, late night, recording, and who to come in but Bob himself. Bob
Mm.
was coming off a tour, and Bob come, and Bob looked real upset with the engineer because Bob just come, but him have some ideas to record, and them guys in the studio, that's we in the studio. So said, kind of tell the engineer, say, boy, would I like we leave? And the engineer said to it, say, boy, Bob want to use the studio now, but here
Mm.
I know. Bob said, he will give the free time next week, So we say, all right. And we just left. And
Yeah.
it turned out that when we came back that we recorded, one of the songs was I Still Love You, which went to number one, you
Big
know.
tune. Yeah.
That's when I met, that's the first time I met Bob, And he
Right.
was just vexed because it's like him have the idea in him head and him want
Yeah.
to
Want to
record it.
work
I
on it. Yeah.
understand. Him want to just jump in and do it. That was late night, and just come up and play and something. And I said, boy, I'm serious about it, brother.
I guess that also speaks to a part of the question that was asked where, with all those creative minds in one place, how
Mm-hmm.
you reach that point where that is the moment where the synergy, where it just all the dots just connected and you guys
Yes.
just became that one unit.
Right, right. Because all of them guys up to this day, they are like my brothers.
Yeah.
All of them, whoever is living now, because three of the guys died.
Mm.
But everybody else who's living, we are all brothers forever.
Yeah.
You know.
There are a few
Why,
things that bond people that way. Music is one of them.
yeah, man.
So
In later years, when just to move along, when
yeah.
in later years, I at the same band school, we were approached by Jimmy Cliff to be his band. And
Okay,
we
nice.
stayed with him for about 5 years,
Mm.
touring with Jimmy. That's another level again now because this man is a superstar. So you're
Right.
getting superstar treatment, big time hotel, everything. And he was a nice man on the road,
Yeah.
very nice person. You're on the road with him and he would come and discuss things about black consciousness and, you know, Rastafari thing and, everything, politics. Nice, nice man on the road, man.
You know,
And
people
it,
people
enjoyed ourselves.
yeah, people in Jamaica tend to just hear about Jimmy Cliff and not think of him as that kind of a legend, that kind of a celebrity. But then you go to other places in the world and
It is big, man, huge.
it's amazing. So
Yeah, man.
Judith Falloon Reed had to run. She says, um,
Okay.
thanks for the
Bedtime.
memories. Yeah. She's one of them early risers. She says, thanks for
Oh,
the memories, taking me back to all the great, amazing music. And thank you for the music, Desi.
good. Thank you. Thank you.
So she used to drive from Ocho Rios to catch jazz in
What?
the basement every month.
What? Wow.
No, these are things that I
What?
took for granted.
She love our music, man. She's
Yeah,
serious.
because I was getting it before I started working at Mutual Life because Uncle Jem was at Mutual Life.
Mm-hmm.
So there would be the odd occasion when Richie and I would end up at Mutual Life.
Okay.
Well, it was Richie was always there because
Yeah. Right.
but
Father was there. Yeah.
but the other occasion when I'd be there and I'd catch you and the guys in the basement, and I was like,
Mm.
I know him. I know that guy.
Basement was a great experience, man.
Yes, man.
Great. I'm sorry, Mutual Life folded because if Mutual Life never folded, would still be playing in the basement. You know,
Listen, it
but
it
that just spoil up everything right there.
it
So
grieved me, man. It grieved me. It grieved me. It grieved me. But the music lives on, and
right,
and
right,
you
right.
even went on. I guess it is all this amazing work that you have been doing, which took you to the point of where you have letters behind your name now.
Wow, wow. Yes, last year I gave me a couple. Yeah, man.
So
OD
yeah,
really appreciate. Yeah, man. That was
talk
nice.
to me about the letters.
Well, I really appreciated that the government thought that I was worthy of it. So yeah, man, it's really, really nice. Really nice to know that you are recognized.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't remember though. Sometimes I don't remember that OD. And then sometimes maybe it mean old drummer. OD, old drummer. So
Well, if
so
it's
the
that
stuff
it
all
mean,
it
I
away
want one of them. I want one of them letters behind my name too.
there.
Jeez, boy.
Yeah.
How did that come about? What was it like when you got that call that said, or that letter that said, Mr. Jones, your presence is being requested on the lawns of.
Actually, I was in Europe at the time, when I got the news. I
Yeah,
was on tour with Light Parks one.
yeah,
We had this tour with Horsemouth. Remember the Rockers movie?
yeah.
The Rockers that Horsemouth was the star of. Well, some people put on a tour last year. Did the major festivals in Europe. And you had people like Big Youth on it. Big Youth, Kilos Eye, all of us. So while we were staying at a house with Light Parks and Kilos Eye and Big Youth. And that's when I got the call, you know. I think it was my wife that called me and told me that they were trying to get me. And I
Mm,
said, what? Wow. Frankie Campbell called her and then now she called me. So yeah, man, it was nice. And I was just eating some nice food that Big Youth was cooking, you know.
mm.
Some nice. Boy, I never a man like Big Youth. Man can cook it, see, man. The man cook
Jeez.
some salmon and shrimps and rice and peas. Alright, get fat.
Wait, Big you the cook shrimp?
Big Youth cook everything, man. Just cooking can cook. But the salmon, oh
Mm,
my. Yeah, man. So
nice.
I think it was Siretsi. I don't know if you know Siretsi Small.
Who don't know
Guitarist.
Sirexi?
Right, Siretsi was the one
Jeez.
who called me, as a matter of fact. That's what. I was just trying to remember. He, he WhatsApped me over there and
Yeah.
I said, what? And then that's how I called my wife and found out, you know.
Nice. Johnny Clark says big up, by the way, from one
Well,
big drummer
yeah,
to another.
oh, Johnny Clark himself, man. Yeah, man. Nice, man. I remember when Johnny was playing for what, Papa Sam,
Mm-hmm.
when, the gospel thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Johnny is that nice, solid drummer, man.
I
Good kid.
I first met Johnny playing at Pegasus with Benji. They used to
Okay,
do a Tuesday
okay.
night thing.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Again, I was
Nice.
working at Mutual Life.
Boy, I tell you, boy, you attached to mutual life, brother.
Enough things happen coming out of that place. I think John Mills is the real catalyst.
Yeah.
And many of us may not know it, but
Mm-hmm.
every time Chris would put up a memory or make a comment or Richie would put up something,
Right.
you see the connections
Of
all
course.
over. Cause that man
Yeah,
touched
man.
so many in so many ways.
And he was so humble. That is the thing with Jem.
Yeah,
Jem was so humble. I mean, you wouldn't know that man. You when I was learning the trombone, man, and I had problems with it. He would have taken me one side and just show me and work out a way, you know. And even when
mm-hmm.
we started combo and we, he put a little drum set together and show me and say, yeah man, use it and do that and do that. Yeah, no
Yeah,
man, that man there, man.
yeah. I
I
used
tell
to
you, man.
I used to ride my bicycle from Zadigans to Huenden on a Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Upset.
Mm-hmm.
Because before I was allowed to ride my bicycle I had to walk.
Of course.
Upset because it's a Saturday morning. I get to sleep in, get to watch cartoon. I tell you, upset.
Yeah,
And
man.
he didn't let it phase him one bit. And then Sunday morning, I had to get up and walk out to Washington Boulevard to meet him along the way because he's
Right.
not driving to come inside to come get me.
No, no.
Go out there. And it's a part of the shaping and the disciplining
Yeah,
that
man.
helps us to be the men that we are today. And a lot of people,
It's true,
and
man.
men and women, let me
Right.
not leave those out.
It's true. It's
And
true.
those that he worked with at Mutual Life, they also got a touch of it.
Of course.
And so there's a little bit of him in each of us. And the way he
Rubber.
taught
Rubber.
music, somehow it just
You
stuck
had to
with you.
learn. You
Yeah.
had to learn. Had to learn. You remember Mrs. Case?
Oh yes.
Yes, when
Oh
Mrs. Case
yes.
taught me up to grade 5, up to grade 8 in music theory.
Mm-hmm.
I remember she was the leader of the songsters.
Yes.
And she was a disciplinarian. Oh, that was a
Yep.
disciplinarian, that lady. Yeah, man. I just remember as they were talking about them,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, remember, Kathy
Right,
Levy came out of her stables too.
right. Right.
Literally.
All of them. Yeah, tell them, man.
But these are the people that help to mold us. And so there was also, I didn't know about this until somebody mentioned it in the stew pot. The book. I didn't know
Oh,
you
yeah.
were a writer, Desi.
1983. I released it in 1983.
From way back then,
You
you
know,
wrote a book, Desi.
yeah, yeah, man, because, I was racing against time, because I said, maybe somebody's going to write a book on reggae drumming soon. I just
Mm,
know it.
yeah.
So I say, you know what? It should be a Jamaican. It should be a Jamaican person write it. So
Right.
I started it in Jamaica. I was writing, and then even when we were on tour, what we call a tour with Chalice in Miami, boxing about between Miami and New York. I was just sitting down and just writing. And the main people, the main drummers who I was highlighting in the book,
Mm-hmm.
their styles was
Yeah.
really slide on bar, and of course, Horsemouth,
Mm-hmm.
Mikey Boo Richards, Santa Davis, and Carlton Barrett, Carly, who played with Bob Marley.
Right.
So at that time when I wrote the book, these were the drummers who were, you know, the top drummers at the time. And if you were in the drummer at all, you had to learn all of these styles from these drummers. So I
Mm,
said, you know what, I'm going to be careful to write this book and just get it out far before a foreigner write the book.
right.
So that's why we got it out in 1983.
Johnny
That
says
was just like, yeah, man.
Johnny says he remembers that book. He went to Music Mart and saw it.
Yeah.
Can somebody
Well,
please send me a copy of that book?
actually, it's out of print now. We're working to get it reprinted. That's what we're trying to do now. So, you have to wait a little bit. You have to
No,
wait a little bit to get it.
no, sir. I that I didn't even know. I didn't. I guess
Yeah, man.
because I got my word straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
my I got my bit of encouragement as a drummer straight from you, you know, and
I-
a part of it was just that I just respected you as is Desi. You ever see him play? And he close him eye and you just feel the music and the fact that he's a left-handed drummer and
mm,
everything about you was just as like when I grow up I want to play drums like that. I still
wow.
say it till today. When I grow up I
Eh,
want to
yes, Kevin.
Yeah
Yeah,
man.
boy. Yeah, man.
You
It's
are
just a
phenomenal.
result of watching and listening to the drummers who came before, like Live Lives and these Brennan, Winston Brennan, and
Yeah.
Paul Douglas, who played with Toots so much years. All of these drummers, you have to just, but my two favorite drummers from, from the beginning of time to now, I'm going to tell you them right now, is Steve Gadd and Harvey Mason. Those
Mm.
two American drummers,
Yeah.
the two favorite drummers that I've been listening to from I was young, much younger. The styles, they are two different, completely different styles, but I just love how they execute their thing. So I just want to make you know that. Maybe you can go home and listen to
When
some of the older things. Anything with Steve Gadd or anything with Harvey Mason.
yeah.
Just listen to it. Yeah, man.
The
Two are the best for me.
Do you have preferences with things like stick sizes, um, number
Yeah.
of pieces to your kit?
Well, all right. With stick sizes, yeah, I really prefer to use 2B. That is my stick size. The weight feel comfortable in my hand.
Oh,
So I
okay.
use that. With
Yeah.
the drum kit now, anything will do. If it's 4 piece, 5 piece, 6 piece, it don't matter to me really. The only thing that matters to me on the drum set is if the drum not falling apart,
Mm,
if it's not sliding away from you and making you uncomfortable.
right.
So you see all these things them talk. I mean I like if the drum is well tuned and all that.
Right.
But you know what? If I'm playing on somebody else's kit and it's not well tuned, I don't make it bug me out. And I
Mm,
don't make the sound bug me out if the sound not good and all them things. It don't trouble me. I just play in the drum. And I think it's not the sound of the drum make people know who you are. It's your
it's
style
your
of
style.
playing.
Yeah.
So you could play on a cardboard box. If you have an established style of playing,
Yeah.
people will know it's you. You have to have the sound, the drum
And
sound a certain way for people to know
yeah.
it's you.
And that was
You
what
know.
you told me when you told me that word.
I told him that too.
that was what you said to me. You have this
Okay.
style about you, just don't stop playing.
Yeah, man, just play, man. Just play. Just as long as the drum set not sliding away and falling apart and thing. Everything, just play the music, man. Especially if you practice before and
Yeah.
you know the song and you're confident of
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
You know, that is the key thing, man. Just know the song and play the music. Because you know what, the music is the most important thing. Nothing else is as important as the music. When you deal with music, the
Mm-hmm.
music is the most important
Right.
thing.
Do
Nothing else.
do
Nothing else.
do you teach drumming?
No, I believe I believe if you're going to be a teacher, you need to have um something established. You have to have
What do you mean?
a method.
You have
You have to
OD
have a
behind
method.
your name. What do you mean?
Yeah, man. But you know what? You have to have two things. You have to have a method and you have to have time. You have to have time for your
Ah,
student. You know.
right.
I will show people things, other
Yes.
drummers and all that. But I wouldn't call myself a teacher. But I wouldn't sit down because you have so many teachers. I mean, I would be doing a disservice to teachers like Derek Stewart. Derek Stewart to me is like the best drum tutor in Jamaica.
Mm.
He gave all of these youths at School of Music, the music school, all of this foundation. You have so many good drummers coming out now because of
Right.
somebody like Derek Stewart, you
Yes.
know, who is really, he has a really good method. If you look at Carl Wright,
Mm-hmm.
Carl Wright is another one, you know, from Montego Bay.
Yeah.
Carl taught so many drummers in Montego Bay. Now he has a method of teaching, and he loves to teach.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that he's a great, great, great player, he just loves to teach too and impart the knowledge properly. So you have people who can impart the knowledge and can teach. So, you know, I prefer to make those people teach. I
You
can show you things, I can give you ideas, I can give you examples, I can help you,
you
but
come
I
from the
can't
more
really sit down and say,
inspirational side.
yeah, I can't really sit down and say, well, you must start here or there. I'd have to develop a whole, you know, a whole, like a book, a whole method,
Mm-hmm.
and we work it through.
Yeah.
Cause you have so many great teachers. Even though I mean, I love YouTube because of this. Now you have so many great teachers on YouTube that I
Right.
sit down
Right.
and I still I learning some new things. You know, when you
Yeah.
watch these drummers on YouTube, they say what, and the young drummers them bad like dog.
Cause
But you know, you learn a lot on the YouTube now. Yeah, man.
I was talking to the consul general for the Southern United States last night, and he said, I really want to learn to play drums. I said, I hope you catch my show tomorrow night because I'm talking to one of the best drummers that I know. And I
Yeah,
mentioned it, and
boy.
he goes, yeah, 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 I know Desi Jones, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, so
Good.
I don't know. Johnny, I don't know if Johnny, I don't know if you teaching drums. The CG want to learn how to play drums.
I think Johnny teach, man. I think Johnny was teaching some guys, I think. Yeah, man.
So CG looking for a teacher. I don't know if either of them have time because CG clock make with about 4 hands.
Yeah, man, busy, man. Busy. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah,
So
man.
what is on the way? What do you see coming up in the future for Desi Jones OD?
Well, you know, I'm moving a lot into the production on the production side as well, you know, because we
Mm.
have this I have this singer that I'm producing now. He's not a brand new singer. He has been around. His name is Donovan Banzana, and we
Okay.
just put out an EP with him called Quiet Riot that
Huh.
I produce. You know? But he's a very good artist, you know, and it's more conscious music. So I've been doing a little production, not a whole lot, but some, you know, with I mean, even down the line, I mean, I've produced albums for Christmas album for Carly Davis, and you know, a guy called Dwight Richards, Winsome Benjamin, a lot of different people. I even school band as an album. So I kind of I like what I like is the arrangement part of it, not the production per se as much as the arrangement.
Okay.
Like I've been doing arrangements, a lot of arrangements for like Myrna Egg,
Yes.
who is a great jazz singer.
Yes.
You know, I was like musical director for Bob and we used to arrange his hands for him. Ernest Smith, you know, these people. I like that part of it, the arranging, because you know I read and write music, so
Right.
I love to arrange for horns and things like that. So
I
you
don't know
know,
many drummers that
I'm on
read
the way.
music. I know
Yeah,
a
man,
few.
it's important to learn. It's important to read and write music. I think it is, you know.
Yes.
And this is what I really like. I like apart from playing drums, I like the other part of it, arranging music. And as I say again, the three mentors with that to me is Cedric Brooks, Sonny Bradshaw, Peter Ashford.
Mm.
Anything that I produce, anything I arrange,
Yeah.
I can see where it's coming from out of one of these people or the three of
A
them
combination.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, combination of it. You
And
know, 'cause I even arrange music for pantomime, two pantomimes years ago.
really,
Listen, yeah, man. I didn't write it. I didn't write the songs, but
you did the
I got the
arranging.
songs
Yeah.
and did arranging for two pantomimes. So I love that kind of thing, you know.
Nice.
I'd love to do more of that.
Nice.
Karen Smith, I do a lot of, we do lot of shows with her,
Yeah.
and I arrange things with her. She's one of the top cabaret artists in Jamaica
Oh
right
yeah, she
now.
was here
You know,
a couple of
yeah,
years
man.
ago. I met her for the first time in person a couple of
Nice
years ago.
person, eh?
She's
Nice
she's
person.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Tell them,
Her
man.
Enzo. It was four of them that came for our Father's Day event.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. She is the one, man. She's like the go-to person. I mean, when people want a nice, rounded cabaret performance or
Right.
jazz performance,
Yeah.
they
And
call
they mix it up
Karen
too.
Smith. Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
It,
Mix it up.
it's real nice. It's real nice. I never heard of Donovan Bonzano, but
Right.
Marlon Borrell here in the studio part, saying Donovan is a good singer.
It was from, he used, I don't know if you remember, a group called Foundation. These two, Donovan and Foundation, I think they were signed by Island for a while. Sly and Rabbit produced Donovan's, like two CD with Donovan years ago. And he
Okay.
started to tour.
Yeah.
But then now, the person who signed him, Jack Ruby, who was the person who signed him, he died.
Okay.
So when he died, like the agreement fell apart. These are years ago. But then now Donovan now about a couple of years ago or 3 years ago, my son and myself we started to kind of produce songs with him. And this year we got a chance to release it on African Museum label, which is the Gregory Isaacs label,
Nice.
but based in London. So, we're trying something with him. I mean, this COVID thing kind of push back some things, but we hope that maybe later next year, later in the year, maybe we can go out on the road with him, or the next year,
The,
2022.
you need to send me some of your productions, man.
Yeah, man, I'm going to send you Donovan's EP. I'm going to send it to you
Yeah, man. Send
because
on.
we have a video and everything, an animated video with one of the songs.
Nice.
So, yeah, man, I'm going to send you.
Yeah, man. Send on. Make we let's spread the joy. Let's spread the word.
Of
Let's
course,
you
of
know
course. I
we
did,
there's it.
yeah, but I didn't mention Mr. Wrangling. I have to mention. I can't come off without
Mm.
mention. Playing with Ernie Wrangling is one of the most joyous things in the world. When you play with
Why?
Ernie Wrangling,
Yeah.
it's like, this man here is like his magic. When you play him guitar, it's like magic. So
Mm-hmm.
you say to yourself, you wish you could play your instrument like how he plays his instrument. It's like nothing to him. It's just I don't even know if the man practice. I don't even know if he still practice, but the man just play, you know.
Yeah.
And right, so I do a lot of things. As a matter of fact, we just finished that CD. Dean Fraser produced a CD in this same COVID time here.
Yeah.
Dean Fraser and Ernie Wrangling together. So I
Mm-hmm.
played on the CD. So I guess it will be released by Todd's Records. I guess later, early next year. It's kind of finished now. They're
Nice.
mixing it now.
Yeah.
Ernie Wrangling and Dean Fraser. So
That's
listen out
supposed
for
to
that.
nice. That's supposed to
Reggae
be
jazz kind of
real
thing.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
There's a guy by the name of Jamie Hinkson plays
Hmm.
reggae piano. I mean jazz,
Okay.
reggae jazz piano.
Piano, right.
This young man just phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yes, man.
in Miami.
He is here in South Florida. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, man. Wicked,
nice.
wicked. In fact, he is now playing with Julian Marley.
Julian, oh yeah, Jojo, yeah,
Yeah.
Jojo's right boy. Yeah, but we
Yeah.
used to play with Jojo years ago.
But he does his own things too. His name is Jamie Hinkson. I mean, send you some of him,
Okay.
him stuff.
Yeah, I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I like when them youngsters, come up and they approach the music a different way.
Well, look at Korik. You know,
Hmm. Yeah, Yeah.
when Richie was at Edna Manley College, that was when I met Korik and Jador.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Corey used to play drums first, before he switched to keyboard.
Yep.
Yeah, man, he was a drummer at first,
And
and
he
then he
talks
switched to
about it.
keyboard. Yeah.
And he's phenomenal.
Yep. Excellent. Excellent.
And
And
now
he
he's
went on to
singing and
play with
producing.
and he went on to play with
Taros.
Taros.
Yeah, with Black
All
Soil
right, yeah.
Band. And
Right.
but here it is. Johnny is saying, watching Desi was my tutoring until I started playing left-handed and have a similar hat like him. So you are a
Hey,
teacher, Desi.
tell Johnny must go in bed, man. Tell Johnny for go sleep. It's 11:24 now. Go to sleep, Johnny.
Well, look at you.
I,
Look at you talking about the time. What did you say to me earlier?
I want to go to my bed now. That's what I want to know. Late time at tomorrow name Tuesday. It's
Yeah,
not
man.
Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm going to let you go here.
Alright,
But
bro.
much respect. Thank you for coming on and sharing a little bit of who Desi Jones is. You know, some of these stories give us an idea of why the government of Jamaica would say, this man really deserves the order of distinction that he now was bestowed on him. You truly deserve it, Desi.
Mm.
And
Thank you, Kevin.
yeah, man,
Thank,
it's a privilege
thanks a
and
lot.
an honor to say that I know this guy. you
Yeah,
know,
man, thanks a lot, man. And I hear you're doing some good work there in South Florida, so
I trying a
you know,
thing. I trying a
keep it
thing.
up.
I trying a thing.
Never
And
try, man. Keep it up, man.
yes, man, much respect, much respect. You tell me
Yeah,
that one
man,
time
that's
before,
good.
and I excelled at learning
Yep.
the drums. So you say it again, I don't have a choice.
Yeah, man. Just keep at it, man. Just keep at it. And
Yeah.
heal up Richie and them guys for me when you talk to
Oh
them.
yes, man, definitely, definitely, definitely.
Chris and Richie.
Yeah, definitely will do so. Thank you for bringing out some of these people out of the woodworks for me
Yeah, man.
because
And tell Peaches must go to her bed. She have work tomorrow. I
I
think
think
she have work tomorrow.
I'm not sure she might got her bed already. It's way past her
Oh,
bedtime now.
all right. Okay, good, good.
I'm not too sure. No, she's still on. So
Still on what?
yeah, so
Wow.
she heard what you said. So
I think she's there with her grandson, And
okay.
she has her grandson now, and he's like the star, the apple of her eye,
hmm
you know. So maybe him keeping her up.
Before you go, Desi, real quick, who's your favorite artist? Who's
Favorite
your
artist?
go to? Somebody that you want easy and just kick back. You just put on their music.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
What? Tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth now. It's just what I feel at the time to listen to.
yeah.
I've just go on YouTube or something and just feel to listen to anybody. I mean, Al Jarreau is one of my favorites. I just sometimes I just want maybe because Steve Gadd play on a lot of his records.
Got you.
But you know, it just depends on the mood you're in,
Yeah,
at the time. Sometimes I just want to hear some Brazilian music, you know, Joe Beam and them people, some guitar, Brazilian guitar.
mm,
Sometimes it's just that. Sometimes I want to hear some John Coltrane,
yeah,
some real hardcore jazz. And sometimes I want to hear some classical music, just listen to, just go on a channel and just listen to some classical music. So it
mm.
does depend. I don't really have no special artists or music to listen to.
See,
But what I must tell is, if I have to, if I have to accompany any artist,
yeah,
no, I just sit down and just penetrate their material for a good while.
right,
So I
right.
try and play it as close as possible to what, to the feel that they want.
Yeah,
That's when I really listen to the artists now, you know, learning
got you,
their stuff.
got you. Well, Johnny say before you go, I must let you know that you and him need to do a collab.
Anytime, Johnny. Anytime. Yeah, man. You need to come down to Jamaica, though. You look like you're afraid to leave. Come down to Jamaica, man. Anytime you're ready, Johnny. I am ready.
Oh, I said
Anytime.
teacher and student. I don't know which one of you wear which hat.
Boy, Johnny must be the teacher now, you know.
You know,
Johnny is the teacher now.
and you know, Johnny producing also, so you know.
Whoa, nice.
Yes,
Nice.
man. Johnny have
Yes,
some nice
Johnny.
productions out there. So
Nice, man. I must mention a good drummer that's in and he play bass too. That's in South Florida now. Akil Karam.
hey,
You know Akil?
Akil sick in a man.
Oh, all right. So it's my brethren that. As that him know him from my little youth, him used to come and watch me rehearsing with Carlene Davis and him can play. And
Yes,
him
man.
I mean the man start learn bass now, him playing bass now and everything.
Sick.
Whenever I come up to Miami, it's him go check and him wife cook up some food for me and all that.
Yes,
Big
man.
up Akila. Big up Akila. Me have to say that because when I come up there, man, I order my thing before I come up. I say oxtail,
Mm-hmm.
and when I reach up there, man, she cook up a storm. So
That's
big up
right.
Akila and Akila.
Nice.
But it's a great drummer, and
And
I
bass
hope
player. Yeah,
this
man.
COVID thing doesn't hold up everything, but I hope him get more jobs and thing because he's very, he can play all style.
He plays with a band called Visions Band.
Mm-hmm.
And they usually have a regular gig at Blue Martini on a Tuesday night.
Okay,
They haven't started back yet, but I
because of the
suspect,
COVID.
I suspect soon and very soon they'll probably get going again.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, man, it's a talented group of guys.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
and
Good
Akil
youth,
is
man. Good
and
youth.
yeah, humble youth too.
Very
Yeah,
humble man, and willing to do anything for you. If him say I'm going to do that for you, I'm going to do
yeah,
that for
man.
you. It's a good youth. Good, good.
Well, Desi, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to play
Yep.
some music and get through my musical therapy. Right
All
now,
right, sir. Yeah, man.
I've been waiting for so long to make this moment happen, but nothing never happened before its time.
True,
And
Kelvin. True.
truly appreciate of you taking the time out to introduce us to Desi, the person.
Give thanks and praise, sir.
Much love,
All
Desi.
right.
We're going to hear
Nice,
from you
Kelvin.
some more. The connection done make, so you have to
Yeah,
come
man.
back and give updates and thing.
And I'm going to send you the EPs by
Thank you.
tomorrow. I'll send you the EP. All
Yeah,
right.
man. All
Good.
right.
Nice. Respect.
All
Thanks
right.
again.
Much love. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only. Oh, I didn't even tell him. Desi,
Yeah.
uh, um, just really quickly, Gavin, say good night.
Heal up Gabriel, man. I'm a godson, that's
Hey,
Heal up Gabriel, man.
listen, I remember as little boys, me and Richie going over to Harborview, and Gavin and Gary, and we just eat some food and walk around on the beach and just have some fun. Good old days,
Mm-hmm.
boy.
Yeah, man. On the turn big man now, have more fun.
We need to. We need to. All right.
Yes, sir.
Take care. All right.
All right, take care. Cool, Kevin.
All
All
right.
right.
Blessings.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only. Like I said, Desi Jones, OD, the big man. Johnny, I would like to sit in on that moment with you and Desi. I just want to be in the place wherever it is happening, virtually or real. I just want to be sitting in the place. Introducing some new music.
Like you can't hold on.
I played this one Saturday night on Reggae Global Radio on the Saturday Stew.
And know you're strong.
Tamara B.
There may be time
It's called Child of the King.
you won't make it. Just be strong.
you're just tuning in and you didn't get to hear a true child of the King talk about his journey, no worries. The archive is there. You can check tomorrow on kevinstew.com for the video archive and the audio archive. You know, I didn't even ask Desi about the contact information and the social media and them things. Ah, boy. I must be losing it. Once more from the top, this is Tamara B.
When things seem wrong,
it's called Child of the King.
Can't hold on. Just lift up your head and know you're strong. There may be times you think you won't make it. Just be strong. Oh, I know that I said I'm a child of the King. Yes, I'm a child of the King. I know that you may not see or won't believe that I'm a child of the King. I got the crown on my head, the gold shoe on my feet. Said I'm a child of the King. I got the crown on my head, the gold shoe on my feet, and I'll be treading through life. I said I know I got the might, I got the mighty power, and it lives within me. I got so much light, I'm gonna shine it all over. I know, yes I know, that I'm a child of the King. Yeah. Ooh. Who are you to judge me? Ooh, who are you? Who are you to judge me? Said in my heart, yes I know, it lives within, it controls my soul. Yes, in my life, it takes control. And I'll give everything to him, 'cause I'm a child of the King. I got the crown on my head, the gold shoe on my feet. Yes, I'm a child of the King. I got the crown on my head, the gold shoe on my feet. Yeah, when this whole world it's crashing in, don't be afraid. Jah got the whole world in his hand.
Blessings to you, 4360.
Whole world.
I saw where you said you also worked at Mutual Life.
Just remember, you got a whole world in his hands. You're the child of the King. You got the crown on your head. You got the gold shoe on your feet. You're a child
Crown on the head,
of the King.
gold shoes on the feet.
Got the gold shoe, the gold shoe on your feet. Yeah.
New music from Tamara B. It's called Child of the King. This is Maurice Gregory.
Never meant to cause you pain. Things that I've done still to launch my brain.
It's called Ambient.
I wish that I could take it from the top, start again. I know that what I'm asking is a lot.
From the EP Groovin'.
Ask myself questions, still I don't know how. I'm looking for direction. Someone show me how to win you back again. Oh Lord, I need your love right now, and I can't stop digging. No time to lose, time to start winning. One thing's for sure, no one loves you much more than me. And each day it grows more and more. Lay back on the couch for a bit, let me tell you how I'm feeling. Lay those beautiful eyes on me, stop looking at the ceiling. Ask myself questions, still I don't know how. I'm looking for direction. Someone show me how to win you back again. Oh Lord, I need your love right now, and I can't stop digging. No time to lose, time to start winning. Looking for direction. Show me how to win you back again. Oh Lord. Ask myself questions.
Want to say thanks to all the affiliates taking the broadcast. One Harmony Radio, WGLRO, Island Worldwide, ClintonLindsay.com, the Foundation Radio Network, PEMGTV.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ask myself questions, still I don't know how. I'm looking for direction. Someone show me how to win you back again. Oh Lord, I need your love right now, and I can't stop digging. No time to lose, time to start winning. Ask myself questions, still I don't know how. I'm looking for direction. Someone show me how to win you back again. Oh Lord, I need your love right now, and I can't stop digging. No time to lose, time to start winning. Ask myself questions, still I don't know how. I'm looking for direction. Someone show me how to win you back again. Oh Lord, I need your love right now, and I can't stop digging. No time to lose, time to start winning.
As we go through our musical therapy, 18 minutes to the top of the hour, new music from Hezran.
If I could make a wish, I think I'd pass. Can't think of anything that I need. No cigarettes, no sleep, no lights, no sound, nothing to eat, no books to read, making love with you.
Francine, before this, it was Maurice Gregory.
Oh, woman,
Yeah, the same Maurice Gregory that plays for Third World,
what more could I add?
plays keyboards.
There's nothing left to be desired. Peace came upon me and it leaves me weak. So sleep, silent angel, go to sleep.
This is another George's old boy. He goes by the name Cesar. The track is called She Said.
Kevin Sentinel said that.
From the album Simply Irresistible, the super talented Miss Joanna Marie in Espanol, Mar de Amor. Cuánto de amor. ¿Qué? Well, you know, it's Christmas time. I can't get out of here without playing some Christmas music.
Hang all the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better.
This is G-Mac.
This Christmas,
His rendition of this Christmas.
we trim the tree. How much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas, fireside is blazing bright, and we're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer and you. This Christmas, and as I look around, your eyes outshines the town they do. This Christmas, fireside is blazing bright, and we're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Shake a hand now. Shake a hand now.
Silent nights, holy nights, all is calm, all is bright.
This is China Nicole.
Young
Working out with Althea Hamilton and Samuel Grant.
for so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds wait at the side, glorious stream from heaven above, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah, Christ the Savior is born, Christ the Savior is born.
4 minutes to go. 4 minutes before I call it a night. I want to thank you all for hanging around. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Truly appreciate the support. Remember, programming continues on the various stations. Island worldwide. WGLRO.
Silent night,
The Foundation Radio Network. One Harmony Radio.
wondrous star,
Thank you all very much.
light, with the angels let us sing hallelujah to our King. Christ
We do it all over again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Right here, KevinStew.com and affiliates.
the
Tomorrow it's Healthy Love Night. Nothing like a good trumpet. My very first instrument. So as I am about to get on out of here, wishing you all a very, very, very Merry Christmas. The Twiggy-rific one, Twiggy working out with Sadiki.
Glory, glory to the King.
Only a few days to go.
Till I meet you under the mistletoe. This is gonna be a very Merry Christmas.
Y'all know let's see, today's the 14th. Yeah, only 11 days to go. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you wherever you are in the world, from right here in South Florida. This is where I bid you a good night. Be safe until we meet again.
So let's all gather around, enjoying each other's company. No matter who you may be, everybody is family. So sing this song, show love to everyone this Christmas. Jingle bells, you know them well. It's time to start giving.
You ain't got too much here. Find a way to share.
Someone crying today is gonna have a Merry Christmas. So let's all gather round, enjoying each other's company. And even if you only bring your hungry belly, everybody is family. Dance this song, show love to everyone this Christmas. Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh, what fun it is to wake up in nothing.
Wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Some kids been good and some so bad. All the same to moms and dads.
Joyful cheer.
Love is in the air. Wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas.
Greetings and salutations, one and all. You're invited to tune in to the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. It airs on Mondays with Community and Finance, Tuesdays with Healthy Love, and Wednesdays with Real Talk from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. Come spend some time interacting in the stew pot where we keep things bubbling and wind down in musical therapy. The night shift with DJ Kevin Stew is on kevinstew.com, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment.